What's going on, combat sports fans? Welcome to the FN Studios. Coming up this weekend, June 22nd, the Glory promotion invades the Big Apple, New York City for the very first time. Some of the best kickboxers in the world will be in action. Heavyweights Daniel Guida and Tyrone Spong, as well as Bazooka Joe, Joseph Valtellini. And Joseph, thank you so much for joining us. A great opportunity for you for this Glory in New York City. Tell us how your preparations have gone thus far.
Preparation has been amazing so far. I just came off of a big win April 6th in Turkey against Murat Durecci, so it was a quick turnover for the fight, so it's kind of nice to have a fight and quickly go into camp. So I'm really well prepared. I'm ready to go.
Just talk about, for people that have never seen you before, they don't know your background, kickboxing is just one of the things that you do. You do something else to pay the bills. What is that?
Well, I'm actually a school teacher during the day, and I do the kickboxing at night. So it's kind of always that challenge and that balance of, that daytime teacher, packing my bags and my meals for the day and heading off to the gym. So that balance is tough, but when you love what you do, both are easy to do. And
what about the kids? Do they support what you do? Are they big fans of Bazooka Joe?
They are. They're big fans of mine, and I actually have a program at my school where I'm actually integrating kickboxing into my phys ed program. So I'm actually able to pass off the benefits of martial arts and kickboxing to my kids. So it's really fulfilling, and seeing these kids enjoy it and giving them that outlet like it gave me. I had those little bit of anger problems growing up, so I want to pass these on to these kids.
And talk about that first experience in Glory. Like you said, going to Turkey, fighting a Turkish fighter, kind of enemy soil. You come in there, get the third round TKO, and people weren't booing you. They were cheering what they saw. How exciting was that for you?
Oh, it was so exciting for me. And you know what? If you watch that post-fight, the first thing I said, that was a dream come true. So it was something where, as a little kid, you only dreamed about. I have a big background in Taekwondo. I have 10 years of Taekwondo before I actually started kickboxing at Ultimate Martial Arts with my coach. So it was something that I wanted right from the beginning. It's something that, it seems surreal at the time. So being there, dealing with time difference, dealing with a legend in the sport, it was a lot to overcome. But knocking him down 3 times and getting that TKO victory was just, man, it was definitely surreal, and I'm glad to be back again here June 22nd for Glory.
Now talk about your background. You mentioned that, of course, you're a kickboxer, you're a Thai boxer, but you started with Taekwondo. Do you try to integrate some of those, the kicks and the discipline of Taekwondo into your fighting game right now, or is it just the discipline aspect that you bring from traditional martial arts into kickboxing?
Well, I think it made a good transition, and what it did was it taught me from a young age how to, be prepared for competition and being involved in combat sports. So even those local Taekwondo tournaments where you're competing at a small local stage, it's preparing you for the nerves, it's preparing you for training, it's preparing you for the diet. So doing that from 7, there's definitely a big benefit in, now being 28 years old and having that as a background. If you watch a lot of my fights, I do like to bring a lot of high kicks. I do like to bring spinning attacks. I think it helps me, bring that interesting style into kickboxing, and I hope to do that again.
What are your goals for kickboxing right now? The Glory seems to be on fire, kind of taking the place of where K1 was at one point. Great show, great explosion, great fans. Are you hoping to obviously make this a long-term thing? Is the goal to stay with Glory as long as you can keep it going?
Well, right now Glory is the biggest organization for kickboxing, and I want to stay there as long as possible. Right now, Glory has me at number 8 in their world ranking, and for me that was a big accomplishment. But there's 7 people ahead of me, so my goal is to get to number 1 in that ranking. I want to build kickboxing in North America. I think right now it's pretty new to North American fans, so to bring it here, to make it exciting, I want people to follow the sport, follow Glory, and make it a sport, possibly and hopefully one day as big as the UFC.
Talk about your opponent, Francois Ambang. What do you need to be concerned about in this fight in New York?
Well, Ambang came as one of the Road to Glory winners. He is a big fighter who looks very strong and who's really motivated to do well. So that's always an intimidating fighter to have. It's someone who's really motivated and hungry to win. You always have to be careful. He may not have as much experience as my other opponents, but that makes him equally as dangerous. So He brings a lot of power and a lot of passion. So, but you know, I feel I'm a more technical kickboxer. I feel I hit harder. I feel I'm more well-rounded. I feel like I've been in the sport at a higher level than he has. So I'm confident at the end of the day my hand will be raised.
What are you hoping to show the fans? Obviously you want to go out and get a victory. That's the most important thing because you want to continue your career. But are you out there to entertain and try to put on, showcase what you can deliver for the fans?
I think that there's both of it. I think I want to go out there and I definitely want to win, and I want to do it in a dominating fashion, but I also want to make it entertaining. In order for this sport to grow, there needs to be someone that makes it really interesting and really entertaining. So the more entertaining I am, you know, the more people will watch the fight, and hopefully the sport will grow.
And remember, fight fans, you can catch all the action June 22nd from the Big Apple, and you can catch it live right here on the world's premier combat sports TV channel, Fight Network.